From long days in the field to an uncertain trade environment, many farmers have faced tough times over the last year, and it can take a toll on mental health. That's why we are highlighting National Farm Safety and Health Week. Joining us now is AgriSafe Network Executive Director Natalie Roy. Thanks for joining us, Natalie. How is rural America impacted by the opioid misuse epidemic?
Well, unfortunately, in rural America, we see that death rates for opioid overdose is higher than in urban areas. And this is partly due to the fact that we don't have the access to medical care that you see in urban America, and also that the opioid epidemic is not just an urban issue. It is definitely a rural issue. We see prescribing rates higher in rural America than in urban America. And also the fact that those who work in rural America tend to have injuries that that have experienced pain, that they may require prescription, but the maintenance of that prescription and the monitoring is not done in an effective way. So we see a lot of folks that are holding on to prescriptions in their home, which can lead to misuse as well. So we definitely know that opioid overdoses do affect rural America. In 2017, there were 72 overdose deaths. In 2018, they tended to level off, which is good news there. But the prescriptions are still coming in strong. We know that in 2017, there were 58 opioid prescriptions written for every 100 Americans. That means there's a lot of pills out there, probably in people's cabinets that aren't being used, but then again, it also leads to a misuse as well.
Talk about why this is especially important for those who work in agriculture.
Well, those who work in agriculture work long hours. They then tend to not seek health care unless they're really, really ill or really injured. And the National Farmers Union and American Farm Bureau did a study in 2017 specifically for farmers, trying to understand how does the opioid epidemic affect farmers. And in their study, they found that 74% of farmers and farm workers say they've been directly impacted by the opioid epidemic. 3 in 4 say it's easy to access large amounts of opioid without a prescription. And only 1 in 3 adults say it would be easy to access addiction treatment. So we know from that work that it is a concern, but also the fact that folks that farm are working in an area that we consider safety sensitive, meaning that they're going and they're doing work like, driving tractors, applying pesticides, doing work that should not be done with under the influence of an opioid. And so, unfortunately, the communication between the farmer and the work they're doing and whether they should even be using that prescription opioid in the first place may not be happening. And so we know that they're at risk of injuries and accidents because of that opioid use while working in safety-sensitive occupations. So in agriculture, we're very concerned about that.
Absolutely. We appreciate you bringing the awareness to the forefront. AgriSafe Network Executive Director Natalie Roy, thank you for joining us. You can visit agrisafe.org if you'd like more information.